I've been a professional athlete for 13 years now. I gave myself 2 years to see how far I could get. 2 years later, I was a full professional, making a living doing it, and haven't looked back. There are days where it feels like a job, absolutely. But then you break through and you realize that what you're doing, you're extremely fortunate to be able to basically play for a living. Having a job where you focus on one thing, and that's to get the most out of yourself. What I've learned about myself through the sport is that the definitions that we have of success for ourselves will always change, and it's whether or not we're willing to rise to them. The biggest thing you learn is that you have to separate your sense of self from your performance. That's one of the best things that I've gotten from Ben. With sport, you think about doing and undoing. So for me, that means when I'm training, I am dedicated to my training. That is what I'm doing at that moment. The times in between are to recover from the previous session to set me up for the next one. I'm coming from shorter course racing, so I'm coming from triathlon, which is 2 hours. It's faster racing, you exert more power, but nutrition doesn't play a huge role. Moving up to Ironman distance, which is a 9-hour race, it's a totally different ballgame. A couple times a month, we are doing fat adaptation days. That's where a lower carbohydrate source, but relying on something like the Absolute Zero, really comes in to play well. Even if I weren't an athlete, food would be very important to me. If I prefer to take in grass-fed beef for dinner, you better believe that the same level of quality, I'm going to apply that to any sort of supplement that I take too. I'm Sarah True, I'm a momentous high lifer.